Tonight on EA Sports, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Philadelphia Eagles versus Gardner Minshew and the LA Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where you're starting.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal. Just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Locke. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 30 on second down, Minshew will get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Lock gonna throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Lock. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain on the play.
All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself. Could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Minshew's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Minshew. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Blocked, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Block working out of the gun. Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a run with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here with Akers. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, LA.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
30-yard line.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Locke. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. To throw again. Locke gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Locke looks to throw it again. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Rams.
From the gun. Block. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Block. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Elliott on for the extra point. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Makers, the ball carrier.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Minshew. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his line.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. McCaffrey on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Locke. The left side completion to Jones. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's going to go down. They send him back at the 42. And Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a roll right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Locke. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the three-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Minshew sets to throw.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and...
They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Akers. Akers, he coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Back to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
McCaffrey. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard.
Operating from the gun. Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Locke now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
Complete to Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From midfield, here's Locke. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Block now on first down. That's into the hands of Reynolds. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. And quickly finding Wilder. And take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked
was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
14.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
From the gun, Sampson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Davion Taylor. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good.
The field goal is
and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Rams 17.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And taken right on the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down. Sampson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sampson looking left side. He's got it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Welch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Sampson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. It's 3rd. On 3rd down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, Sampson. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, they turn to 4. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On the ground, it's 4. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Ferrara. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
To throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Ferrara. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds.
The pass.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Drops incomplete. He was hit a deflection sooner. It may have been a fumble.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards.
Back to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The kill here, it's complete.
The pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Hull. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
33-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hull.
Los Angeles.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Sampson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down. And 6.
To throw on third down. Sampson. Flush to his right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles' offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 20.
From the gun, Ferrara. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Ferrara. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Up at 6. Brings up second and 4. At the 40.
From the gun, Ferrara. From the left side here, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Ferrara. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Left side here to Sanders. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They'll run on 1st down. It's 4th. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it.